everyone, how are you doing? I hope that I find you all very well, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea. It's lovely to see you. Or if you're new, a warm welcome to you also. This is What's for Tea and I'm Cheryl, and I'm just going to be showing you a quick and easy classic broccoli and Stilton soup today. You know, it's absolutely beautiful and so moreish and quite decadent actually. There's quite a bit of cream in there. But you know, even if you're not a fan of blue cheese, I do urge you to give this one a wee go, because the cheese isn't, you know, surprisingly, it's not overpowering, you know, and the flavour pairs wonderfully with the delicate flavour of the broccoli. So yeah, a definite must try. Like I said, even if you don't like blue cheese, I think you'll be quite surprised at how much you like this. Mr. What's for Tea is not a fan of blue cheese but loves this soup. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to be using, and as usual, all of the ingredients and their weights will be listed in the description box down below. So first of all, I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use salted or unsalted, it doesn't make a difference. 3 cloves of garlic, I've just finely sliced these. 1 medium onion, which I finely sliced. 1 small leek, again finely sliced. 1.5 litres of vegetable stock. You can use water if you prefer. And I've also got 300 ml of double cream. I've got 500 grams of broccoli. That's about 1.5 heads, you know, sort of standard size. So 1.5 heads I've used, including their stalks. We're going to use the stalks as well because they've got bags of flavour. I've got 1 medium potato, which I've just cubed, and I've got 200 grams of Stilton cheese cubed. And again, you don't have to use 200 grams. You could use 100 if you don't, you know, if you don't want it quite as strong. But you know, believe it or not, 200 grams of Stilton cheese is not going to overpower this soup. So yeah, I do urge you to give it a go. So let's move on and we'll see what's next. So this is the blue cheese that I'm going to be using. This is 200 grams of Stilton cheese. And like I said, don't be put off by this because it tastes absolutely wonderful and oh so creamy. And when you've cut your broccoli florets, mind and keep a hold of the stalks because we're going to use these as well. So first thing you want to do is go over to your pan, whack it onto a medium heat, and to that you want to add your butter. So melt this down, and to that we're going to add our onion. And then your leeks. And then the garlic if you're using garlic. So you just want to give these a wee cook for probably about 4 or 5 minutes. Just keep them moving. You don't want any colour on there. You just want them nicely softened. Then once they're nice and soft, you can pop in your potato. Give it a wee stir round. This is a super duper easy soup, it really is, and very quick as well. Then your broccoli. Again, just give it a wee stir. And we're going to pop in our stock. I've used 1.5 litres of vegetable stock. These are just vegetable cubes. Nothing fancy. Again, another wee stir round. Now you just want to bring this up to the boil, and then once it's at the boil, bring it down to a simmer. So mine's is boiling. And I'm just going to reduce my heat down till it's just simmering. I'm going to cover this and cook this until my broccoli is tender. Probably take about 15 to 20 minutes. Depends on the size of your florets. But this is mine done. As you can see, you know, it's just falling apart there. The knife goes into the stalks very easily. Yeah, so this is done. The next thing you want to do is pop in your cheese. Just give it a wee stir round to melt your cheese. This one, a couple of 30 seconds will do that. And then you can pop in your cream. And again, just give it a good stir through. It really doesn't get much easier than this, but your end result is wonderful. You'd think you'd spend hours on it. So you want to simmer this on a low heat just for a few minutes, just to get your cream up to temperature again. And then you want to turn off your heat completely because we're now going to blend. You can put this into a standalone blender if you like. I just like to use my hand blender because it saves me having to put it into another container. So just turn off your heat, and if you're using a hand blender, just go in with your hand blender and you can, you know, blend this as small as you like or as smooth as you like. I like this soup quite smooth, but don't worry if you've got a few wee lumps still in there. It all adds to this, you know, the texture. But mine was completely smooth. And I wish you could actually see this because, or see it properly. It's like velvet. Oh, wonderful. And you should have smelt this, guys. It was phenomenal. So all you have to do now is serve. And I've broken out the tartan plates. So we had ours with some crusty bread with butter. And that's the soup there. I've popped on some homemade herb croutons. A wee smattering of broccoli. Cooked broccoli, you know, that's cooked broccoli. A wee bit of cream. And some fresh black pepper on top. Oh my goodness, this was divine. And like I said, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of blue cheese either, but for some reason it just works. It's absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommended. Oh, lovely. So that was my wee recipe for the broccoli and Stilton soup. So thank you very much for popping over and checking it out, because I know there were quite a few of you who, you know, wanted to see it after my poll a couple of weeks ago when I done the pea and ham soup last week. But there were quite a lot of you that wanted to see the broccoli and Stilton soup, which was in second place. So I thought it was only fair that I put that up for you. And obviously the third option was the carrot and coriander, but not that many people were fussed about that. So I don't think I'll bother doing that for a wee while yet. So yeah. So like I said, guys, thank you very, very much for popping over. Or if you're new, why not give the video a wee like on your way out and subscribe if you feel like subscribing. So I will be back on Sunday or possibly Monday with meals of the week. So until I see you guys, mind to take care of yourselves. And from our house in Scotland to yours, well, lots of love. Bye for now. Bye now.